Transformational.
Hope.
It's wonderful.
Motivational.
Fun. Confidence.
Transformative.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Support.
Focus. It's just everything was blur. I didn't, everything was just so blur. I didn't know where to go. I couldn't see what way to go, and they helped me to focus.
It's just an incredible place for people to come learn, to grow, to develop their self-esteem, and to break the cycle of poverty. I think once you know we, you love we. There's no way not to.
And I see we very much as a starting line. And sometimes we have moments in our life where we can't find the starting line. And we need to find it to be able to finish.
There are a lot of young women now who are facing some issues, some challenges that I had no idea about when I was, that 19-year-old single mom. But I think that WWEE has evolved in such a way that they're able to still relate to the young, confused woman who is just looking for a little direction.
No matter how you came here, crying or angry or sad or lonely or in total poverty, all of that is gone by the time you step out the door if you make the choice to do the steps. But if you're willing to go through all the steps, you have a new life. WWEE gives you a new life.
None of us do this alone. We all need help along the way, and I think for women who need help, WWEE is absolutely relevant. It is a place where they can come and grow and learn, develop skills they may not have known that they could do. They develop self-esteem, and by doing that, they are going to not only help themselves, but help break that cycle and help be a great role model for their children.
Because, so many organizations will do something, and then they say, good luck. And WWEE doesn't do that.
With WWEE, I don't fall between the cracks. I'm always eligible, so if I need help with my resume, if I need help with my cover letter, if I need to talk to someone, if I need to use a computer lab, WWEE is here.
If you want to see the overall world get better, you have to start somewhere, and why not start with educating?
And like everybody else, donors want value for money. Any penny, and we're not talking about dollars, we're talking about pennies here, gets used so judiciously here that the value for money is amazing.
I think the biggest impact it's made in the community is what it has saved us as taxpayers. $53 million is a lot of money, and for those of us, and it's put them on the roles of paying taxes. So they are on the other side now. Instead of getting the handouts, they're helping to create the dollars.
It allows people to break out of poverty and to become a taxpayer instead of a tax user. That's good for them, that's good for the community, that's good for everybody. So if someone's looking for a place that actually makes good use of the donor's money, I think WWEE fits that bill.
It is an investment in our future generations. 3 generations were affected by my decision to come to WWEE in 1986.
To hear the children talk about what their mother went through and the change that we made in their mother's lives and the change it was making in their lives. So it tells you that it's really about a generational change that's happening, because if your parents are successful, children tend to be successful too.
The WWEE program had put in me, and now it was going in my kids, to see mama complete and accomplish something. And that seed planted deep into my children, which stayed there and fertilized their minds, and they are very successful because they saw their mama complete and graduate, and they've been completing and graduating ever since.
So I'd encourage everybody to go to a graduation, and I will guarantee if you do, you will be a donor to WWEE, serving the families. And the changed interaction between the participant and the family, and I leave feeling real good.
I believe that the children start seeing a change, a growth in the parent, and see them building their self-esteem. So then, the kids see the parents getting more uplifted, and more positive, so that the children, they feed off of that.
And my family said, my gosh, Mom, the difference in you is huge. You're just happy, and you've stopped crying, and you're not angry about life anymore. And I said, well, I feel like I have a path now. I feel like I have a choice.
There's an old saying, if you don't know where you're going, you will end up somewhere you don't want to be. which could be in a classroom with me, which is a little frightening. Finding that starting line and having some focus is so good for them.
I would describe WWEE as a place that makes an unbelievable positive impact in the lives of women. They want to have a great life. They want to give their children a better life than they have had themselves. And for some women, that road has not always been so easy. So,
before I came to WWEE, I had just gotten out of prison. Like literally, I came to WWEE like a week and a half after I was released from prison. So I had a huge barrier with criminal background. And then also on top of it, I've had no job history.
I was at a breaking point where my whole life just changed. I've been married for about 10 years, and my husband was incarcerated. I was left to raise 4 kids on my own, and I didn't know what to do.
Scary because I'd never been unemployed for more than 4 months in my whole life. You know, and now I'd been unemployed by 5 months. I'd just given up hope, and I cried all of the time.
So, and I saw a WWEE flyer on neighborhood bulletin board, and it's low self-esteem, displaced homemaker. And I said, yeah, I'm all that. And so I made the call.
And I was able to get into WWEE, and it's been a life-changing experience for me, my family, and my kids.
One day they asked us, what is your dream job? And I said, well, I'm 55 and I want to make a difference in the world. I would like to have an internship at St. Leo's Food Bank, and I have one. Yes, I have one.
I learned things in the WWEE program that I still use today in my life because they really help me to understand what it means to pursue your purpose with passion and live the life that you were created to live. And so now I own my own skincare company. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm growing my business and I'm sharing lovely grace with everybody that I meet.
A tree is judged by the fruit it bears. WWEE was the tree, and I am their fruit. Just one seed of encouragement turned into a whole orchard. So this, to me, is the best investment for our future, for your children, for your grandchildren. It's just insurance for our country.